Good morning. Today I would like to discuss with you 3 things that you should never say to a parent who has lost a child, or probably to anybody who's had a loss of someone who they love very much. These were things that I observed in my grief walk, and my sister as well, and my daughter, and we all sort of made this list together. So the first thing is, don't ever say God doesn't give us more than we can handle. I had several people say that to me, and I realized that they were at such a loss of what to say that they kind of used that old common phrase. It's been around for years. God doesn't give us more than we can handle. In a time of great grief, when you've lost someone that you didn't think you could survive the loss of, it's incomprehensible to you that God would choose to take that person away from you because you were strong enough to handle it. You also don't feel strong. You don't feel one bit strong. You feel weaker and more broken than you've ever felt in your life. And it's very scary to think that God sees you as strong when you're feeling that low. And also, I would say another reason not to say that to someone is because some people go through a period, some people who believe in God go through a period of having anger towards God for taking their child. So if you say to them, God didn't give you more than you could handle, therefore God thinks you're super strong, superhuman, and you can handle the loss of your child or your spouse or your mother or father or whoever this person may be, that spurs a lot of anger and also fear that you're so misinterpreted that you would be that strong. So that's it's also like saying God planned it. God planned to hurt you and to take your child away at the prime of his or her life. And there is no making sense of that. The second thing that is very hurtful to hear is that you could never survive that kind of loss. I'm so sorry your child died. I couldn't survive if that happened to me. You're sitting there completely broken and completely lost and completely destroyed, realizing that of all the things you were able to fix for your child, this you cannot fix. This is permanent. This is something that will never be reversed. And you have no choice but to survive. No choice but to survive. So don't tell me that you wouldn't, because I would have said that too. No one thinks they can survive the loss of a child, but the startling truth is you have no choice. Yes, you can. You have no choice. You will figure out how to put things back together. And that's what, as a parent who's lost a child, that's what I have come to learn to say to others. No, believe it or not, life's cruel joke is that you have to go on without your child. So that is a very difficult thing for them to handle, for us to handle. The third thing that is very hard to deal with is someone who expects you to move on with your life. You've grieved long enough. It's time to move on. Moving on, I think, to that person usually means stop talking about your deceased loved one. Stop putting pictures of them on your social media. Stop putting us all in the position of having to feel uncomfortable around you because you continue to, quote, live in the past. Or because it makes you cry. And crying makes everyone else feel uncomfortable because they don't know what to say to you. Well, the fact is, there is nothing that you can say that will make this right. Nothing. So you can let yourself off the hook as far as that goes. You don't have to say anything. You don't have to say anything. You don't have to make the situation better. It is what it is. But my tears come out as I'm remembering my child. And I've had to learn how to be okay with that, because that is remembering. And remembering is all we have. Looking at pictures or hearing stories or watching videos of your deceased child, that's all you have. And it's pretty much a guarantee that you're going to cry or you're going to come awful close when you're sharing or you're experiencing these memories from your child. So do the person in your life who's lost a child a favor and don't say these things. If you don't know what to say, don't say anything. Give them a hug. Tell them you could never understand. But let them grieve, and let them grieve in their own way. Grief is a never-ending process. You don't move on from the loss of someone that's integral in your life. You don't move on from that loss. You are constantly reminded of what was taken from you, what was taken from them. So the idea of moving on never happens. You may become happy again. Yes, you should become happy again. You should find other places to create and experience joy, other people, your other children, remarrying, filling your life with other happiness issues, because that is the best way to honor the spirit of the person you've lost. You couldn't live your life, but I'm going to live mine fully in honor and memory of you. So just a little something to think about. These were things that very much hurt me. And I know a lot of other people who have lost children and others that were important to them. The same applies. These are just things that I think are very hurtful, but your average person doesn't understand that they're hurting. So that gives you something to think about. And until next time, namaste.